Stop making money. What? Stop making money? Yes, stop making money and make a difference. If you focus on making a difference first, more than it is about how much money can you make, you can then write your own ticket. What I mean by that, how many of us have been told by our parents a lot of times to go to school and get a good job? Not focusing on what it is that you're good at, what's your skill, what do you have a talent for, but we have been told to go after pursuit of money. Meaning that go to school, get a job like a doctor, lawyer, who makes a decent amount of money. But why? Are you built for that? A lot of times when we really dig deep, you know a doctor sometimes had to go to 12 years of school in order to come out in much debt and then pursue their career. Or even a lawyer have a lot of debt as well. And so sometimes we're chasing after something we may not even have been built for. And so when you first find out who you are, now you can find out how you fit to accomplish that which you have been called to help fix. A lot of times, if you pursue after your purpose, meaning something that bothers you, you may have been just the person who have been created to help fix that thing. And so when you tap into that, finding out how can I be a part of that solution to fix this problem for someone else, because that's all a job really is. It's fixing a problem. A business, all the same. It's fixing the problem. And so when we tap into finding out how we can best help fix that issue, then we can write our ticket on what it is worth to adding value to someone else's life at a later time. But it doesn't always start off with asking how much money can I make. So take money out of the equation and find out what is it that I am been built for. You may have been built for a certain thing because you have unique skills, unique patience. Sometimes you even have the temperament to deal with a certain thing that others have not been built for. So if you pursue what's best for you, you will be surprised of how you can make a difference on the back end. Prime example, you got Elon Musk. He saw an opportunity with the automobile. He didn't like the fact that you have to use fuel to run an automobile. And they understood the fact that these individuals who have gas, how they have been monopolizing and really driving the prices on fuel. So what he done? He found a way to take electricity and build a vehicle based on electricity. Didn't happen overnight. It took time for that to happen. But guess what? He stayed true to that purpose and found a way to make it happen. And in the process, he made a lot of money as well. So when you pursue a thing, because that's something that's in you to do, you will over time build your own ticket of revenue. And so with that, I want to give you a few nuggets on some things that you have to do day to day, because it's not just going to happen just because you want it to happen, but it's going to happen because you did a certain thing a certain way. Because you can't do something wrong over time. I know sometimes we've heard of this, practice makes perfect. I disagree with that. Perfect practice makes perfect. Because if you're doing something wrong, you're going to continue getting the wrong answer no matter how many times you do it. But if you start doing a thing and learn, plan, do, and review it, you'll be surprised of this how you can make the adjustments that are needed to become great. So the first thing I want to challenge you to do is spend time with your gifts and skills. Spend some time to develop and write down what is it that I like to do. Find out how I am good at this thing, and then continue working on making it better. Because when you get great at something, people will come from miles around because they understand you add value. No one ever get excited about good, but they get excited about great. So keep on working on something to become great, because there's no cost to how far you can go when you produce great. And so that's the first step, is stay true to what you do. Secondly, make sure you're getting the right information from the right people who can help you further that space. Get good counsel, because when you get the right counseling and get the right coaching, it's only going to help you to move even further and better into that space. Because some people you need in order to see farther, see at a higher level, and to see further down the road. And thirdly, you have to be willing to roll up your sleeve and do whatever it is, make the necessary sacrifices to make that thing come to life. Meaning sometimes it may require you to move from a 2x to a 10x, meaning that you may have to scrap everything you were doing at this point in order to do something better at the next point. Prime example, when they had the producing of the iPhone, we had the MP3 players. Man, you had to change the whole game up. You can no longer go out there and be thinking because you had an MP3 player. No, the whole way we do things as far as music and receiving stuff has to change. And so that's the same thing in the industry that you may be choosing. Things may change because of technology always changing. So don't think because something worked one way yesterday, that's the way it's going to work tomorrow. But you have to be willing to grow and to move and elevate to higher heights. And that's the good thing about it is when you are willing to think 10x, you know that you can't do it by yourself. So you got to stop looking for how to do it and who do I need in order to get this accomplished, because there lies the essence of growth. Because you know you can't do it by yourself. It takes a team to make things happen. So yes, you know you're good over here, but you need to find someone who's great over there. And y'all working together can accomplish phenomenal things. So I want to challenge you to realize money is important. And even in the scriptures, it says money is the answer to all things. I know somebody's mad about that. But everything is not always the answer. Because if you're sick, that's not a thing. So money can't always answer that. There may be something else you have to do outside of this needing money. Meaning money doesn't always bring happiness. It may bring opportunity to have happiness, but if you have an opportunity that you are making good money, but you still say, man, I don't like the sacrifice I'm giving, you need to find out what it is you like to do, and you find out how to do it, and then guess what? You'll be surprised of the money that you make on the back end. So let's go out here, win on purpose, and realize you have something great in you that the world needs. If this episode bless you, check out the next episode, because it's only going to be greater. Be great.